Let's focus our attention now on South Africa's vaccine rollout. We await and we wait and we hope that it will go better than some people fear and as well as many people are promising. But there's still a lot of tricky areas out there. And to do this, to get an update on where we are at the moment, we're joined from Wits University by Professor Shabir Madhi, who's been a regular guest with us on the subject. Prof, good afternoon and welcome to you. Thanks once again for your time.
Good afternoon, John. Thank you for having me.
An alarming story running in Business Day, but elsewhere as well. I think that there's some sort of delay in the J&J shots. This after difficulties with a company in the United States that manufactures one of the key vaccine ingredients. How big of a setback is this? I mean, any time we hear of a delay, you can almost hear the country groan, but that's my perspective. What's yours?
Yeah, so certainly any delay in terms of getting the public vaccination program started is going to be to our detriment. In that we are facing, at least in 3 provinces already, significant uptick in terms of number of cases that have been reported. And unfortunately, over the past week, we've also seen an increase in Gauteng.
Yes.
But at the same time, I think it's important that we be cautious in terms of ensuring that the vaccines that we are going to administer are safe. So if there are any concerns in terms of the manufacturing part of it, the correct thing to do is to ensure that all of those boxes are ticked before we go about deploying vaccines into the arms of people. So it's unfortunate, but it probably is required if there are issues around the quality of the vaccine.
One of the things that caught my eye in the Business Day story was, as well, government expects, according to the minister, Aspen stock to be released by mid-May. But J&J is saying, well, it's premature to speculate on the timing of vaccine deliveries. How much disruption, Prof Madhi, does this cause to the logistical planning? Because I suppose the image I have is people who prepare for a race of some kind. They stretch, they train, they get ready. They expect to be at the start line at a particular time on a particular day. And I would have thought some delays could be disruptive to the logistical readiness. Is that something we should be concerned about? Or do you think most healthcare providers will take this in their stride?
No, absolutely. It's something that we need to be concerned about, especially more so for a country such as South Africa, where the type of vaccines that we've got available are limited. We only got availability to 2 vaccines, unlike in the U.S., where they've got other options to fall back on.
Right.
So certainly in countries that are very dependent on just 1 or 2 vaccines, these sort of interruptions are going to create problems in terms of planning, as well as create problems, obviously, in terms of how quickly we can get the high-risk individuals vaccinated. So it is unfortunate that we've only got 2 vaccines within our grasp, in a sense, and probably only 1 for the course of May.
I want to pick up on the point you made in your first answer, Prof, where you said that Karting numbers are increasing. What can you share with us about that?
So this is, over the past week, we've seen the number of cases in Gauteng steadily increasing. It's still fortunately at a relatively low rate, and it's not really manifested when looking at the number of people that are dying. But usually there's about a 2 to 3 week lag between when the number of cases increase compared to when we start experiencing severe cases and an increase in number of deaths. Unfortunately for the Northern Cape, for Northwest and the Free State, they've seen significant increase in viral activity over the past 2 to 3 weeks. So this doesn't come as a complete surprise. I think many people did predict that we probably would start seeing the makings of a 3rd wave as we head into the cooler period of the year, around about May, June. So we really need to be vigilant about it. And again, that's the reason why we're needing to get vaccines into the arms of high-risk individuals immediately.
News.
Experts.
Analysis.
Where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive home with John Perlman
On 702.